gonna bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite?
Sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
To infinity and beyond!
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Houston, we have a problem.
Don't mess with Julia. You'll get the horns.
Why so serious?
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Come play with us, Daddy.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm the dude.
Hail to the king, baby.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Now then, I know what you're all thinking. Let's never speak of any of this again. I've been trying to fasten a noose for the past 20 minutes or so, and it's been a painful 20 minutes. But we're here. We don't have to talk about it ever again. YouTube can burn, and Twitch can burn, and we're here. The Filmageddon film quiz has started. We're starting 20 minutes late. We finally have sound, so much sound that I'm hearing myself echo, and now that I'm super flustered, I just want to say welcome to the film quiz. If things happen, if tech difficulties happen, which they've proven they can already do, we'll take a look at it in the Twitch chat and we'll try to fix it again. But anyone who's stuck with us and is still watching us on Twitch, thank you very much. I'm sure loads of people left over the last 20 minutes or so. But let's not waste too much time anyway, because I've already wasted enough of your time tonight. So here we go, guys. Welcome to the Filmageddon Film Quiz. Finally, we are here. We are going. I might throw up. I might do it right on the screen. I might cut away. You never know. Anyway, let's go over some of the stuff that you're going to need to take part here tonight. Obviously, the rules. There's not a lot of rules, except for one. You want to submit one answer sheet, and that is in the form of a Google Doc. We linked that earlier on our Twitter channel. On our Twitter. It's pinned at the minute. So if you don't have that yet, one member of your team with a Google account fills in the Google form, and you will submit the answer sheet for your team. So it's pretty easy stuff. We only need the one answer sheet. Put your team name, how many people are on your team, and where your team is based. Next rule is try not to post any of the answers in the Twitch chat. We got the Quizlings there, Adam, Luke, and Blair. They are paying attention to things. They don't want to block anybody. We're all here to have a good time, so don't ruin it for anybody else. Obviously, if you want to throw up some joke answers, like we're at one of the live quizzes that we do at the Prince Charles Cinema in London, that's always a fun time, but just try not to do anything that's going to give the answers away. All right? And most importantly, and something that I've not been doing for the last 30 or 40 minutes, have fun. And that is in order. And my heart is racing. I can't really tell you. But we're here. The quiz is there. Have fun, everybody. Let's start this. We wasted a lot of time. So the quiz tonight is made up of 8 rounds. It's all audio visual. So I'm hoping that means Twitch doesn't take us down or mute us again, because who knows, that could have been the issue. But the first round is a picture round, and that round is keeping connected. Now, something everyone's doing right now to take part in the quiz is probably you're on a video chat with your friends, your families, your loved one. And we have hacked in to a couple of celebrities' video chats who are connecting and discussing films that they were in together. So what we're going to do is show you some pictures of group chats, and you're simply going to have to name the film that the actors are reminiscing about. Now, if this was a live event, we'd probably be able to read the room a bit better, and we'd give you guys a minute or so for these. We're going to give you about 30 seconds, 45 seconds on each one of these. Anything if we go to the next question and you haven't filled in that answer yet, don't worry, there will be 10 minutes intermission that you can go back and put in any answers you want. So just make a note of the actors or anything like that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop talking for the most part. Let's go on to number 1. You'll get the point, I think. So there you go. I will bring that up full screen for you guys and give you about 30 seconds to just figure out the film that these four were in together. So it's not too difficult. I think you could say that is the first one. They will get a bit more harder, I'm hoping here. So let's go on to number 2. Maybe. Who knows if everything's going to work anymore. Yeah, here we go. Number 2. So that first one. And now the second one here. Looks like we got a house party going. So we'll see what you guys think of this one. All right, so I think you guys are getting the point here, right? Seeing there's some funny answers in Twitch chat. None of the right answers, and that's what I'm happy to see, or not see in this case. Let's go on to number 3. Number 3, I think, is probably maybe the hardest one in the round. We're checking in on a Zoom conversation with some actors you might be familiar with. So let's see what you guys think about these. Okay, number 3 there, a nice Zoom conversation with some actors you might be familiar with, but what film were they all in together? That is up to you to find out. Let's go on to number 4 from the first round here, and we are checking in on another video call of some kind, and you have to piece those actors together and figure out what film they are in. Now, this is how we normally warm people up through our live shows that we do here in London. It's normally an easy round to start us off. So I think most of these have been pretty easy. Maybe number 3 is a bit hard. Last one for round 1 here. Last picture, number 5. We've got a nice Facebook live message going on. They're using the face filters as well, aren't they? Clever. So figure out what film these 4 were in. What are they talking about? What are they reminiscing about? And you will have potentially the correct answer. Let's see, chat. All right, just like that, round one is done. A bit of a quiet round, you know, it goes a bit quiet there when we go full screen, just so you guys can think amongst your team there. But hey, that is round one out the door, the first of 2 picture rounds tonight. But now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the quiz, which of course are the video rounds, and we have 6 of those tonight. We're a very audio-visual quiz. You know, we do our live show in London at the Prince Charles Cinema. We project it onto the big screen, one of the few film quizzes to do that, and we want to try to bring that to you here tonight. Obviously, streaming, we'll see if it's going to play ball. You know, these are licensed clips, so we will see. So round 2, anyway, guys, is the Obscured Virus round. Now, if you've come to one of our live shows, you probably know what the Obscured round is. For those who haven't, we're going to show you clips from 10 films. You'll be able to hear everything as you normally would, but the images themselves will be obscured. There's going to be a filter over top of them, so you are going to have a hard time seeing what those are. Your only task here is to name the films. Now, obviously, we're keeping with the theme of the world around us. Even though we're trying to forget about our sorrows today, we still are going to keep an open mind over the world around us. So we're talking films that involve viruses and viral infections and the like. So there's going to be 10 films here. Simply name the films. You guys are going to see these clips once. It's going to be about 30 seconds per clip. So stand by, guys, because here we go.
What was on that plane? What was on that goddamn plane?
Trixie. Rebdo Verde prototype.
A fucking biological
weapon! It was
weapon.
headed to an incinerator in Texas.
You're telling me that you guys engineered this crap?
It's designed to destabilize a population. In this case, the wrong one. Look, fella, we lost a plane. What do you want me to say?
How about sorry for destroying your whole goddamn town?
David!
Call him first. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good luck.
No, man. No, please. I'm begging you. No, Brian.
Get out! Get out!
Do you mind if I get in with you? I've been lying in bed for so long. My body aches all over. I'm so glad I ran into you.
Well, I think I'd better be getting out now. I'm getting all wrinkly.
Oh, no, not yet. You haven't even told me your name.
Judy Glassberg.
I need to go to the hospital! Someone needs to get me to the hospital!
Marcy!
Help! She's got it, she's sick.
Oh no, she's fucking got it. Oh shit.
I'm really sick.
Oh shit. Stay in your fucking bed, okay?
Bert, can you help me?
Bert, come down.
No, no, get the fuck out. Everybody out.
Whoa, hey!
Just get the fuck out, okay?
Bert, please.
Stay in your fucking bed.
I'm bleeding.
Fuck out.
Hey, calm down. Can I go to the bathroom, please?
You got 19 dead, you got hundreds more infected, and it's spreading like a brush fire. You got to isolate the sick, and I mean really isolate them, Billy. We got to get everybody else back into their houses. We got to keep them there.
We're doing that, Sam.
No, we're not doing it because I just drove through 100 people. And if one of them has got it, then 10 of them have got it. And if one of them gets out of Cedar Creek, Billy, then we're in deep fucking shit. And we're already in deep fucking shit. And if you're going to arrest me now.
All right, Sam, all right.
Don't threaten me. Don't threaten my crew. Please.
You can wash for a week. It will not make the slightest bit of difference.
What would you prescribe, Doctor?
Stop breathing. That is how the disease is transmitted.
Christ. Are we all going to die?
60%, she said. 1,000 people on the train. So 600.
How do you get into the 400?
Natural immunity, fate, God. I don't know. They don't know.
Is anyone even working here?
Just get the cereal.
Jory, don't touch anything.
Help me.
Hey, take your gloves off. Here, give me your hands. You really rub this in.
5 billion people died in 1996 and 1997. Almost the entire population of the world. Only about 1% of us survived.
Are you going to save us, Mr. Cole?
How can I save you? This already happened. I can't save you. Nobody can. I am simply trying to gather information to help the people in the present trace the path of the virus.
Shit, here they come! Open the door!
The door's stuck.
Try harder.
I can't hurry up.
I don't know about you guys, but the sound was so terrible for that last one that I might just mute this stream again if it doesn't mute itself. So there you go. Round 2, the obscured pictures round, the obscured virus rounds, all the films having to do with viruses, viral infections, and the like. Hopefully not too hard. There were a couple of difficult ones in there for sure. I do like to torture the people that come to the film quiz with some difficult questions here and there. But let's move on anyway to round 3, infectious soundtracks. Now, if there was ever a round that was going to get us a copyright claim, it would be this, because we're going to play you soundtrack clips from 10 films. You get, again, about 30 seconds. We'll play them twice, so you get about a 30-second version, then you're going to get like a 15-second version. We'll play them one right after the other. So you simply have to name the film. And what is the theme? Well, you know what? He was the first celebrity to catch this thing, and he's not only caught it, he's beaten it. He's gone on to host SNL. He's one of our favorites. It's Tom Hanks. So we're going to go through Tom Hanks films here, soundtrack clips from 10 Tom Hanks films. Your goal is to name those films. Remember, you will see these twice to give you a bit more of a chance, so don't worry if you miss them the first time. Here we go. All right, guys, not too tough. We're going to give you guys one more look at those. Well, not a look, one more listen to those a bit quicker this time. So let's move on. One more chance if you missed any of those the first time around. Oh, this is on. Ha 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 ha. We're so funny here at the quiz. There you go. Tom Hanks is out the way. Not really. He survived. He's doing well from what I see. Let's go on then to round 4. Just quickly before we move on as well, I want to remind everybody, I mean, there is 1,337 people watching this right now, which is very impressive. It's more people than probably watch any TV show I was ever involved with. But hey, take some pictures of your group chats, your video chats tonight. Share them with us over on Twitter at Filmageddon Quiz, because we want to see all your teams enjoying the night and not panicking like I was earlier. But with that out of the way, let's move on to round 4. It's one of my favorites, the delayed response round. This is a movie trailer mashup. You're going to see videos from 10 movies and the audio from another one. So 11 films in total. It's cut together as a film trailer, and these are all films that have been delayed due to the situation we currently find ourselves in as a society. So all you have to do, these can be in any order on the answer sheet. Just put all 11 movies that you see, well, 10 you see and 1 you hear. So yeah, you're going to see this one time, unless I'm feeling generous and maybe watch it a second time. But pay attention. I think you'll be able to get most of these, but there might be some tricky ones in there.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times, yeah. All the time.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it. Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
Steve.
Now, I take what I want in return. Everyone will see.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think. It's all art. That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
There you go, not too hard, right? I think I saw a couple of people in the chat saying, can we start it again, watch it one more time? I think it's quick enough that we can do that. We'll give you guys a couple of favors considering, the tardiness at the start of this quiz. So one more viewing of this trailer. Here we go.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it. Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
Steve.
Now, I take what I want in return. Everyone will see.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think. It's all art. That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You saw that trailer second time. I think pretty easy, right? I think so. Pretty easy. You should get at least like 8 or 9 of those, I would imagine. I mean, if you thought any of the rounds up till now were hard, though, you are in for a rude awakening, because this is probably maybe this is the hardest round of the quiz. I don't know. This is our 5 years. It's not 5 years. It's round 5 years of isolations round. So what we're gonna do here, we've done this at some of our live shows in the past. Gonna show you clips from 10 films. These clips aren't obscured in any way. You're just going to hear and see exactly what you would. The films themselves should be pretty obvious, maybe apart from 1 or 2. You're not supposed to... Well, yeah, you are supposed to get the name of the film right, but what you want to do is put the films in order, in release order. So number 1 in this round will be the earliest film released. Number 10 will be the latest film released. The example I like to do is if I included all the Lord of the Ring and the Hobbit movies, number 1 would be Fellowship of the Ring, 2 would be Two Towers, 3 would be Return of the King, 4 would be whatever the first Hobbit movie was, 5 whatever the second one, and 3rd whatever Trainwreck the third Hobbit movie was. So I hope that makes sense. This does tend to be a bit tricky, so what I would say is try to write all the films down, and then with your team try to figure out what order to pop them in. So you're going to see this one time. Pay attention. Get as much as you can. Good luck.
Oh. 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 Help!
Mountain View Nursing Home.
Hi. I was hoping that I could speak with Marianne Conroy, please.
I won't be back for the match. I'll have to listen to it on the radio.
Dad, you said you'd be back. It's rubbish on the radio. Mum's doing sausages and all.
Is your brother there?
Yeah, do you want a word?
No. Just tell your mother to call me when she gets back. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I love you.
What?
It's okay. Do you know what? Just get her to call me when she gets back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure, all right.
Bye.
Bye, Dad.
Huey? There's a tree. Put a little mulch. That. Okay, now plant the tree. Well, that's pitiful. Pitiful. That's exactly the opposite of what it's supposed to be.
fucking hair.
At this range, the exit wound ought to be about the size of a small tangerine.
Nice try, pal. Go to hell.
Now, doesn't that just torque your jaws? I love that. You know, like in the movies, just as the good guy is about to kill the bad guy, he cocks his gun. Now, why didn't he have it cocked? Because that sound is scary. It's cool, isn't it?
Get in line, buddy. Just keep it elevated, ma'am. Someone's coming. Okay. You're gonna be fine.
Okay, guys, there you go. That was the end of the round. We want to give you guys now a couple minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes, just to talk with your team, figure out what order you want to put those in. If you don't know one, just leave that space you think it would go blank, because we want to get them in the exact number order that we have them here on our answer sheet, which luckily you can't see, but I can. So, yeah, earliest film first. If you don't know what the name of it is, just leave number 1 blank and then follow it on from there. And yeah, give you guys about 2 minutes. I'm going to sit here talking to myself. If I was at the live quiz, I could make a couple of jokes, maybe get a laugh. Now I'm just talking to myself in my room. And boy, what a room it is. I mean, you can only see this back, but I've got it's expansive. It just keeps going. It's crazy. I should have also said before that round that they're obviously all films featuring people who were sort of self-isolating in one way or another. Films that starred mostly just one person on screen for a majority of the time. So there's your little hint as well if you need that. Another sort of minute and a half. And I hope everybody is indeed enjoying the night. We still have a few more rounds to go. That was round 5. We still have 3 more rounds, including 1 picture, 2 video rounds. And I think after some teething problems at the start, we've actually done all right so far. I mean, there's a long way to go. I'm sure some of you guys aren't going to stick around for the answers portion, but that's going to be the best part, because then we get to see if you guys were right or wrong. And yeah, I mean, so far so good. Still over 1,300 of you guys watching along. Massive thanks again. Like we said, yeah, do take pictures of your chats and everything with your video chats and share them on our Twitter. Yeah, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, even though YouTube just shit the bed tonight. So, but we do appreciate any subscribers. We will be posting this quiz in its entirety there afterwards. I'm sure it'll get copyright stricken, but we're going to post it there. What else? Instagram. I mean, you can see it all down there. It's all there. Twitter, Instagram, I'm trying to do it mirrored, YouTube. And hey, if you like what we're doing tonight, you can always buy us a virtual cup of coffee. Ko-fi.com/Filmageddon. We accept all your donations. What do we got? What are we saying, guys? We think that's good? I think we can move on. You don't want to hear me talk so much. You want to see the next round. So let me switch over here and we will move on. Boom, there we go. I gotta direct, I gotta produce, I gotta do everything here. I'm a one-man show over here, which probably explains why the start of this was such a shit show. Right, let's move on then to round 6, or another picture around here. This is panic buying. So obviously at the start of this lovely global pandemic that we're going through, everybody had to just start gobbling up things, thinking it was the end of the world. And luckily, as time has passed, the store shelves have been stocked again. That was hard to say. And And that's where we're taking inspiration from this round. So what you're going to see are 5 pictures, a pile of things that have been hoarded, and you have to name the film that created this hoard pile, if you catch my drift. I think you'll get it once you see what we're talking about here. So let's move on to number 1. There you go. I'll pop it up full screen, give you guys a couple of seconds to decipher what you're seeing there. Name the film that this represents. It should be said that the toilet paper's in there mostly as a joke. It doesn't really have to do with many of these films. I do see a couple of people in the Twitch chat asking about going back to earlier rounds. At the end of the 8th round, I will swing it back to the first round and quickly go through those pictures again. We don't really have time to watch through any of the video rounds again, but I can throw up those first few pictures again for everybody, because there was so much confusion at the start that it's only fair for people that want to show that they know the best film stuff. I need a script next time. Anyway, let's move on to number 2. What film has been hoarding away? We'll go full screen, give you guys another 30 seconds or so to try to figure this one out. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to number 3. There you go, another one here. Give you guys a bit of extra time here. We're going to take a look at that. All right, guys, let's move on to number 4. I do see some of you guys are having some issues with your last question in the last round. I've just updated the Google form, so you might be able to do it if you update your Google form, or you might lose it. Maybe it's best to have someone else on the team transfer it over. Give it a try, see if it updates itself. It looked like it was only allowing numbered answers for some reason, so I've gone in, switched some things around, and hopefully you're able to enter in text now. If not, then everyone will get a free point for number 10, basically. So apologies there. Again, Gremlins. There's so many Gremlins, but let's move on to number 4. Weirdly, Gremlins isn't an answer tonight anywhere. Anyway, here we go. Number 4. There's a lot of stuff there. Lots of TP. Everyone needs some TP in these stressful times. So let's take a look. Okay, guys, that was number 4. Again, hope that Google form thing fixes itself. You might just need to reload it. But yeah, so there might be 2 empty spaces for number 10. If there are, just put it in one of them. They're not required answers. Again, if for whatever reason people can only put numbers or they can't do it, we will give you that free point because it is completely our bad, which is like most things tonight. And let's go on to the last picture here for this round. Number 5, what movie are we talking about when you see that pile o' stuff? So we will give you guys another 30 seconds or so to take a look at that. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm just hearing here that don't reset your Google Docs because apparently you'll lose everything. So make sure if you're not seeing that new number 10 form up, write all your answers down somewhere else. You can reset, transfer them over, or again, just don't worry about it and we will give you the free points. There's always one quiz. There's always one question that causes a ruckus, and it is this one, of course. So hope you got all those pictures. Let's move on to hopefully some easier times here. And what round are we even on? We're on round 7. Oh God, round 7, guys. This is a special one. This is one that's close to Team Filmageddon's heart here. This round is called Occupying Ourselves, and one of the things we do as film fans, me, Luke, Adam, Blair, we'll sit around and we'll quote films, we'll quote movies because that's all we can talk about. We don't have a deeper relationship than that. We can only quote things that make us laugh. So something that we wanted to do was try to recreate some of our favorite film scenes, but being self-isolating as we are, we've had to go to Zoom to do some low-budget remakes. So what you're going to see are the fruits of our labor. You're going to see 10 clips from films that we've remade, and I'd say pretty damn well. You guys have to be the judge, though. I know a few of the guys from Filmageddon are going to turn away from the screen now, and I don't blame them, and I wouldn't blame you guys either. But here you guys go. You're going to see these clips, and may God have mercy on us all.
I mean, if you show me a piece of paper that says the government shouldn't do it, then I'll sign it. Put it to a vote, I'll vote for it. But what I won't do is play ball. And this non-college bullshit you're giving me, I've got 2 words for that. Learn to fucking type. Because if you're expecting me to help out with the rent, you're in for a big fucking surprise.
Hey, he's convinced me. Give me my $1 back.
Hey, leave the $1 there.
All right, ramblers, let's get rambling. Wait, you didn't throw in.
Well, maybe the owners are from Texas.
Remember the Alamo?
I beg your pardon?
He was just joking.
Joking? I remember the Alamo. I saw it once in London, in Leicester Square.
She means at the cinema. That film with John Wayne.
Oh yeah, of course.
Checkmate.
Right, with Lawrence Harvey and everyone dies in it. Very bloody.
Bloody awful, if you ask me.
I'm not making myself clear. I don't give a fuck. Now, you both have several interviews tomorrow. I would think you'd be more focused on that and not building bunk beds.
So...
We can?
Yes, you can make bunk beds.
Sweet!
Yes, I knew it!
Okay, you guys are not going to regret this. We're going to get so much more activities done.
This is going to be the best night ever!
This is so scary.
You have to do what I say, huh?
That's one of my mission parameters.
Prove it. Stand on 1 foot. Yes!
Hey, you okay, kid?
Hey, take a hike, bozo.
Let's get out of here.
What? Fuck you, you little dipshit.
Dipshit? Put your leg down. Did you call moi a dipshit?
You're right. There's no traces of lilac berries. That's so odd, though. All right, so she's suffering from malotoxicity every 6 weeks. Rats, nada.
She's, tenacious.
You have no idea.
You will remember wash your hands before you eat anything.
Come on, get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided barrel of hay.
Now it's getting personal.
Yes, get up and teach him a lesson.
What's wrong with you teaching him?
Well, I hardly know him.
I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee. Grow, grow, grow.
Shame on you.
What'd you do that for? I didn't buy him.
But you're trying to.
It's 11-1.
What about all the other evidence? What about all that stuff? The knife, the whole business.
You said we could throw out all the other evidence.
What do we do now?
You're alone.
I don't care whether I'm alone or not. It's my right.
It's your right.
I'm gonna go see Slacks. Don't you look at anyone. You look straight ahead or I'll fucking kill you.
He's so jealous. If I even look at anybody else, he'll kill me.
Can you believe I tell them all to relax, not attract attention? And what do?
Hey guys, I've been looking all over you for Jimmy. Jimmy, how you are? Merry Christmas. Hey, listen, I need the money.
Hey, relax, okay?
Jimmy, I need the money.
It's Christmas, relax.
I'm relaxing. I need the money. I did what I had to do, and now I need the money. Number 1, step forward.
Hand me the keys, you fucking cocksucker.
Number 2, step forward.
Give me the keys, you cocksucker motherfucker. Ah!
Knock it off, get it back. Number 3, step forward.
Hand me the keys, you cocksucker.
In English, please.
Excuse me?
In English.
Hand me the keys, you fucking cocksucker. What the fuck?
He did? What else did he tell you?
What else matters? You're alive, and that means you're a king.
King?
King? Your Majesty, I grovel at your feet.
Stop it.
It's not grovel, it's gravel. And don't. He's not the king. Are you?
No, I'm not the king. Maybe I was gonna be, but that was a long time ago.
Let me get this straight. You're the king, and you never told us?
Look, I'm still the same guy.
But with power.
Okay, we can all agree that that was a thing. It exists. There's no taking it back. It's there now. And I hope that you all enjoyed the fruits of our labor there for round, I can't even remember round 7. So simply name the films that we tried to recreate over Zoom. It was an interesting recording session, I'll say. And that brings us, guys, to round 8, the final round of the quiz. Maybe one of the harder rounds of the quiz as well. And but it's a happier ending here at round 8. Positive vibes. We want to go out on a high note, on a positive note here. And what you're going to see is this is the famous film quotes round. So you're going to see clips from films. We've taken the famous film quote and we've altered it. We've covered it up with some other lines from other movies by the same actors for the most part. And you simply need to write down to the best of your knowledge what the film quote actually was in the film. So it's gonna be rough, guys. We'll give you guys like a minute or two after this as well to talk with your team. We did see a couple of comments saying, that we should give you guys some time in between the rounds, which makes perfect sense. Again, if we were all in a room together, this would be a lot easier, but I do thank everybody, all nearly 1,300 still, who are sticking with us. So let's watch this, the final round, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll go over the answers. So here we go, guys. Round 8 coming your way.
And we work in a business of tough competitors. I love you. You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut up. I don't have an eating disorder.
Some angry member of the kitchen staff. Did you not tip them? Oh, the terrorists, they ran that way. It was a run by fruiting. I'll get them, sir. Don't worry.
Make your lives extraordinary.
Yo, fuck nuts! It's probing time. Get in the RV.
And though every single human in the stands or in the commentary boxes was at a complete loss for words, the man who in his life had uttered fewer words than any of them knew exactly what to say.
And you people, you're all on some kind of Star Trek.
Yes! 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 Oh! Oh, yes! 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 Oh! Yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
That's what she said?
Good decision. The fame thing isn't really real, you know. And don't forget. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay? That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet in fucking ugly shoes.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
What? How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a
I don't want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
All right, well, you were there. You know what you said. Well, my compliment to you is the next morning, I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I have a wife, a companion for life, who has shown me more courage than I ever knew. People all say that I've had a bad break. But today,
that baby is definitely going away for the winter. Whatever for Vaughn, it might be see you later. He's probably going to become a spectator.
No, Groot. You can't. You'll die. Why are you doing this? Why?
You stay. I go.
Alright guys, that was the film quotes round. Finish those famous film quotes. Now what we're going to do is, we want to give you guys some time to do those, to actually write them down, to confer with your team. So I'm just going to reset that video. We're going to play that again. If you've heard them all already, just use that time, turn the stream down, talk with your team. I know it's kind of a bit difficult on like Zoom and things like that, because you sort of cut each other off. So we'll play this round again, and as that's going on, you guys will have the 5 minutes or so to figure out what answers you want. So let's do it.
And we work in a business of tough competitors. I love you. You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut up. I don't have an eating disorder.
Some angry member of the kitchen staff. Did you not tip them? Oh, the terrorists, they ran that way. It was a run by fruiting. I'll get them, sir. Don't worry.
Make your lives extraordinary.
Yo, fuck nuts! It's probing time. Get in the RV.
And though every single human in the stands or in the commentary boxes was at a complete loss for words, the man who in his life had uttered fewer words than any of them knew exactly what to say.
And you people, you're all on some kind of Star Trek.
Yes! 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 Oh! Oh, yes! 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 Oh! Yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
That's what she said?
Good decision. The fame thing isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay? That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet in fucking ugly shoes.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
What? How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a
I don't
small-
want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
All right, well, you were there. You know what you said. Well, my compliment to you is the next morning, I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I have a wife, a companion for life, who has shown me more courage than I ever knew. People all say that I've had a bad break. But today,
That baby is definitely going away for the winter. Whatever for Vaughn, it might be see you later. He's probably going to become a spectator.
No, Groot. You can't. You'll die. Why are you doing this? Why?
You stay. I go.
All right, everybody. Hope that gave you enough time to fill in those quotes. Now, just before we take our intermission, what I'm going to do is quickly whiz this little film quiz of ours back a few rounds. We're going to look at the round 1 pictures again, just because I know, because of the confusion at the start, because of all the tech stuff we were going through, that a lot of people probably would have missed those. So I'll give you guys like a quick 20-second peek at each of those. And then we're going to hit the intermission, which is when you will have 10 minutes to submit your answer sheets. So you'll have 10 minutes to confer about any things that you may have missed. So let's get this little screen up here. So round 1 was you name the film that the actors were having a video chat reminiscing about. So you'll see 4 actors, you just name the film they were in. So there you go, that was number 1. And again, we're not going to stick on this too long because we obviously started late and people are going to want to see the right answers. I'm sure some of you are going to leave after you submit your answer forms, which is fine. I'm not going to take it personally. A little bit personally. So there you go. Number 1, those 4 actors. Make a note, write them down if they're going too quick because you will still have 10 minutes in intermission to do your answer sheets. Number 2. Again, 4 of the best photos I could find of these people. They don't photograph well, do they? No, nor do I, being inside this whole time. You see this thing? And that's not a good angle either. My stupid iMac wasn't playing ball with PowerPoint. If I was using my iMac, the camera would be up, but instead it's down, looking up at this. I've gone full neck beard for the pandemic. All right, let's go to number 3 quickly again. These 4 people having Zoom, well, 3.5 people really. I'll let you infer what you will about that. So the film that these 4 people were in together, and there is obviously a theme to the round you've probably picked up. So, and let's quickly look at number 4. So again, if you're going to need some more time to think, just try to write down some clues or the actors' names if you know them, and then confer with your team during the 10-minute intermission, which is coming up very shortly. Kind of an old one, this one. An oldie but a goodie. And number 5, I've actually just noticed by saying that I've not given really any hints or free answers or anything like that. Normally on Twitter, we would give some free answers before one of our live shows. I could just say the name of a film now, which is an answer in the quiz, and then you could infer whatever you will out of that. That seems fair after all the confusion. So here's an answer, but I'm not going to tell you anywhere that it goes. It's a film title, and it is Silent Running. All right, Silent Running. Think about that if you've got a blank on your answer sheet, or if you haven't used that, where it could fit. All right, guys, let's now. I've grabbed the wrong mouse. Great stuff, Frank. So that was all of round 5. Now we're going to jump ahead. I'm going to click my keyboard as fast as humanly possible. Hopefully it will break and the quiz will come offline yet again. No, that's not going to happen, right? And where are we? Positive vibes, sure thing. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at chat right now. There we go. That's what we want you to see. Intermission. So here's the plan, guys. You will now have 10 minutes. There's going to be a video that starts playing right after this with a 10-minute timer. You've got 10 minutes to talk with your team, get any answers that you didn't get, and submit your form. Any form submitted after that 10 minutes won't be graded, basically. So we're going to go over the answers after the intermission, and then tomorrow night we're going to go over all the scores to see who won, who reigned supreme over the 1,300 people, which I'm assuming is going to be like a couple hundred teams, which doesn't sound fun for grading purposes. Oh, God. So yeah, we're going to play this video. You're going to see the 10-minute timer. If you haven't submitted your answers by the time that timer reaches 0, it's out of luck, I'm afraid. So guys, we want you to sit back, enjoy, head to the concession stands, get a drink, get beverage, get some food, talk to everybody on your video chats, all that good stuff.
Good evening. It's intermission time. And during the next 10 minutes, we invite you to visit our refreshment stand located in the center of the drive-in. Our service is friendly and quick. You'll find hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, your favorite candies, hot and cold beverages, and other delicious snacks. So add to your fun of watching the movie. Visit our refreshment stand right now during our 10-minute intermission. We're glad to have you with us tonight, and we hope you'll come to see us often. It's great to get out to the movies.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
What do you want for tea, darling? Better make it something fast. If you think you're rushing off with a bit of bread and jam, you've got another thing coming, young man. You're having bird's eye beef burgers. Won't take a minute. If your little friend's staying for tea, tell him to go and wash his hands.
Bird's eye beef burgers, when you've got to make it something fast.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Ah, there, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith, and there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, Ice cream? Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Grill ready.
On grill.
Sprouts to simmer.
Simmer sprouts.
Chips ready.
In chips. All systems go, Mom?
All systems go. Wash hands for dinner.
You give the orders, today's high-speed gas cooker does the rest. So clean-looking, so modern and efficient. Well worth a special trip to your nearest gas showroom.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
Jimrex? What's Jimrex? Would you believe a movie audience guide presented as a public service by this theater's management to help you select your motion picture entertainment? Well, that's what it is. And we urge you to learn these rating symbols and use them as a guide for you and your family. G means suggested for general audiences, all ages. M, suggested for mature audiences, parental discretion advised. R, restricted, persons under 16 not admitted unless accompanied by parent or adult guardian. X, persons under 18 will not be admitted. This seal in advertising indicates that the film was approved under the Motion Picture Code of Self-Regulation.
And now, preview time. When it comes to entertainment, you can't beat a good film. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
This is the world after how souls have been transported onto June's comet. You can see people on fire, buildings on fire, a lot of fire.
I've been in Fate for about 2 years now. Before that, I was in a few different groups. There was a Prism of Light. Before that, there was Jebediah's Temple. Then I fell in with the Benson Family Lovin', and that was before Mr. Benson got arrested.
That wasn't a band. We're like a cover band. We would take famous songs and change the lyrics ever so slightly so we'd get around the copyright infringement and then sell them to advert companies.
In 1999, me and a small documentary crew lived amongst friends at the end, a mysterious religious group based in a remote village in Cornwall.
I got one!
Since their formation, Fate have become infamous for their strange beliefs involving aliens, comets, and being linked to the disappearances of former members. Friends at the End were probably the most controversial church in Britain.
The show starts in 2 minutes.
I've done some sketchy things since I moved down here, involving work and, well, some things I'm not proud of.
Why are you going to so much trouble to save some feline?
That cat belongs to the man. He loves that cat like a well-loved dog. And if we don't get it back, we're in deep trouble.
Haven't you noticed all the weird things happening tonight?
Yeah. I know where the cat is, but first you have to do something for me. I don't like him. I don't trust him. I can hear you. You're like a meter away. You've lost the man's cat. I'm gonna enjoy watching you suffer.
I've seen confident young men like you before, but that hope quickly dies.
If we get there, I bet we can find the cat, and we can finally put an end to all this madness.
And now, on with the show.
All right, besides that little fade to black, we are indeed back. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you submitted your answer sheets. The cutoff time was 8:47 BST. If you're off by like a minute, I'm not gonna not accept it, because we've all had our issues tonight, haven't we? A big shout out there, obviously, to the 2 bits of not super retro stuff, the 2 bits of content that are new coming our way, which is the feature film Cult from one of our Quizlings, Luke Bitson. You can find them on Instagram, where they are friends at the end. And then that 17-part series from our friend Kyle. And he's sort of part of the Filmageddon crew as well. He directed the trailer that's on our YouTube page. You know, the YouTube page that this was supposed to be on. You can find them on Twitter, where it's COL_series, and Instagram, where it's crying out loud, all one word, .series. So follow those projects. I've seen them both, and they're both very good. And I say that as somebody who was in them. So you know, I legitimately mean this. But anyway, guys, we should move on with this here. Let's go over the answers, because so many of you guys have stuck around. That's amazing. Only like 100 of you dipped off after the questions, and so you probably want to see how well you did. This won't take nearly as long as the first half of the show, I promise. Well, maybe. We'll see. Round 1, keeping connected. Now, we went over this again at the end there, so it is video chat. We got Fassbender there. We got Danny McBride there. What film are all these guys in? We know, right? We all know. Collectively, we know. Alien Covenant. That's right. Everyone's favorite Alien movie, right? Right? Oh. Dropped him. There he is, though. Everyone's favorite one of these. There he is. Yeah. I collect toys. Sue me. All right. Here we go. Let's move on to number 2. What film were these 4 individuals a part of, perhaps? Perhaps you remember one of the better zombie films that is out there. It's got to be 28 Days Later. Here in London, the streets are eerily similar to the beginning of that movie right now, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah. Number 3, this was probably the hardest of the round, I would have thought. Jamie Lee Curtis, Cliff Curtis, and the bit of Baldwin that they shaved off of Alec. They were, of course, in the film Virus. How many people have seen Virus out there? And why does William Baldwin get billing over Donald Sutherland? I don't know, because I've not seen Virus. I mean, I remember seeing the trailer. It looked pretty cool. A lot of practical effects and some gore. Let us know if you liked Virus. Tweet us at Filmageddon Quiz. All the social links down below. We've even seen a couple of people already buy us a virtual coffee. Thank you so much. We don't expect it, but we greatly appreciate it. It helps us, and it all goes towards making the quiz better and maybe work at the actual start time next time. So coffee.com/Filmageddon. Number 4. What film were these 4 survivors? Well, I say 3 survivors and 1 rad biker with a machete. That is the original Dawn of the Dead. Now, if you haven't seen the original Dawn of the Dead, go out and watch it because it is amazing. I mean, the remake's very good as well. Release the Snyder Cut, though, I say. Hey, hashtag release the Snyder Cut? How about hashtag, no, that way, Lockdown Live Film Quiz? Not seen nearly enough of that tonight. And then number 5, Bill Murray, Chris Rock, Lawrence Fishburne, and Chris Elliott were, of course, in Osmosis Jones, one of the best Farley Brothers movies, and some, like, really gross-out bits in that film. But if you've not seen it yet, do yourself a favor. It's a nice mix of live action and animation. Let's move on then to round 2, the obscured virus round. All these films had to do with viruses. You're going to see a lot more of my fingers because I have to get us through these slides. So let's see what the answers were, shall we?
A fucking biological
weapon! It was
weapon.
headed to an incinerator in Texas. You're telling me that you guys engineered this crap?
Timothy Elephant is in the remake of
In
George
this case,
Romero's
the
The
wrong one.
Crazies, which
Look, fella,
actually
we
was
lost
a
a
very
plane.
good remake.
What do you want me to say?
One of the better horror remakes in the 2000s. One of the Hollywood Chris's here, starring in Carriers, a film that I can't say that I've seen, and this scene isn't making me want to watch it. Don't like shouting people with guns.
Well, I think I better be getting out now. I'm getting all wrinkly.
Now, who's up for a classic?
You haven't even told me
Not
your
your
name.
classic kind of virus, but Rabbit here at number 3.
Judy Glassberg.
Track it down if you've never seen it. Man, that is loud. Okay, number 4 was a low-budget film set in the Bay. That's why they call it the Bay. It's set in the Bay, and it's at the Bay, so it's the Bay. I've never seen it, but it has to do with some infections. Number 5 here, a film that's already been remade, even though it was only released like 15 years ago, or whatever it was. Cabin Fever, the film that put Eli Roth on the map for whatever that's worth. So, yeah, I like Cabin Fever. I've never seen any of like the multiple sequels. Now we're talking pure 90s, pure cheese. Just watched this a couple of days ago. Outbreak. If you know what, if you want to feel like this whole thing is just swept under the rug, watch Outbreak because it's class. It is a class film.
You can wash for a week.
Number 7, another old school one that maybe not many of you have heard of. You've got The Cassandra Crossing, about a viral outbreak on a train. Very deadly viral outbreak on a train.
You're going to die?
Some of your favorite actors from yesteryear. And for what Outbreak was in the 90s, Contagion is so much more real, and in that sense, so much more scary. We watched that a couple of days before Outbreak, actually, and it still lives up to a really good representation of what's going on.
People died in 1996.
A lot worse. Here's one that's stretching the boundaries of a virus movie, but a virus did wipe out the population in 12 Monkeys.
About 1% of us survived. Are you going to save us, Mr. Cole? How can I save you? This already happened.
Remember when Bruce Willis cared? Yeah. And here we go. A classic for everybody out there. They've made sequels to this. If we're talking pandemics, we're talking Birdemic, Shock, and Terror. You know, full titles, people. We need full titles. I cannot put up with this bird screeching anymore. I'm gonna just skip us ahead there. No more bird screeching. Let's go over the Tom Hanks soundtrack round. Let's see what the soundtracks were. See how well you guys did. Number 1, Tom Hanks. He's after a lad. Not in that way, though. Not in the way you're thinking. It's Catch Me If You Can. Very stylish film. DiCaprio, Hanks, blurry. Do I have glaucoma? I don't know. Number 2, a little remake of the classic television show with Dan Aykroyd as his partner. It's gotta be Dragnet, of course. Oh, now I'm just singing to myself. Number 3, he was the captain, but then somebody else showed up, and then they were the captain now, I think. I think that was the plot. It's Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips was maybe like the last time I really got my blood pumped for a Tom Hanks movie. Then we start getting into the depressing mode here. Not depressing, but like there are sad parts in this. Apollo 13, classic Ron Howard film, another amazing film. Tom Hanks, he knows how to pick them for the most part. I mean, I don't know so much about this one because I haven't seen it yet, but I love me a bit of Mr. Rogers. I love the documentary that came out not too long ago, and then I am interested in seeing this film, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I should have just left this music on. Oh. Now here's a tricky one. I threw this one in to throw a lot at you guys. How many of you guys remember that Tom Hanks is indeed in The Simpsons movie? Yeah, that's right. Springfield is no place where anything has ever been or will be. Another one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. A movie I watched far too many times as like a 10-year-old boy. But A League of Their Own. And not this shitty British show with the terrible comedians. Number 8, of course. We all feel a bit like this guy right now. I don't have a volleyball in here. No, I've got the alien. His name could be Wilson. And it's got to be one of the best films ever, right? Surely everyone's in agreement. Saving Private Ryan. It's amazing. Literally, flipping through channels, at any point it's on, I could watch it. Yes. But, guys, I let this one run long because how much I love this movie. If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's That Thing You Do. Not only is That Thing You Do amazing, but the original cast members are getting together again, streaming a reunion concert. So they're going to be singing this song again, and really, I just can't wait. Let's just take a listen. Alright, let's move on. I could just listen to this whole thing again, but we won't. In the interest of time, let's go on to round 4. Round 4 was the trailer mashup round. You just had to name the 11 movies, not in any specific order. And I'm just going to play the trailer again because I like it. You know, I made it, so I just like how some of the things sync up. Let's see how many of these you guys got, though, in the end.
Have you ever been in love? A long, long time ago. You? So many times, yeah. All the time.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it. Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today, but you can save the world. Steve. Diane. Now,
I take what I want in return.
everyone will see. You. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
harsh, yeah. Now, I reckon that trailer is going to be better than at least 4 of those films really be in the end. But let's take a look at what the answers were. Again, you could have had these in any order. So at some point you would have seen clips from A Quiet Place Part 2. That one really stings being delayed. I was really looking forward to that because it was only a few days before this. Guillermo del Toro's produced Antlers. Looking forward to that. Fast and the Furious 9, Fate 9, Furious 9, whatever 9. We'll give it to you. A24, Purple Cow, Holy Cow, Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights. Marvel Studios' next big film, Black Widow. Bring back a character who doesn't exist anymore. No Time to Die, No Time to Be Released, am I right? The New Mutants! What a joke. The Woman in the Window, you saw a bit of that. And Spiral, but it's got a subtitle, From the Book of Saw. Buzz, 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 buzz. And of course, the audio came from Wonder Woman 84, which we were thinking might have been released digitally first, but no, they're holding it back. So, I don't know, I didn't really like the first Wonder Woman that much. I was in the minority. Anyway, Fade to Black, that's exactly what you want to do at this point in the quiz. Let's go over round 5, the Years of Isolation. Remember, you had to get the name of the film and put it in the correct order. So, let's see how you guys did on this. Number 1, of course, the oldest looking film there. The free answer I gave you earlier in the quiz, it's going to be a young Bruce Dern in Silent Running, which came out in 1972.
That's exactly the opposite of what it's supposed to be.
Number 2, it's another answer on the quiz. Sort of a trick one there, eh? 2 times you get to put Castaway. Because it came out in the year 2000. Castaway is 20 years old. I just want you all to think about that for a minute. I don't want to think about it. You guys do the thinking for me. 3 is sort of a love it or hate it. I remember watching this in the cinemas and really enjoying this, but no one remembers Phone Booth. 2002. We've already had Donald Sutherland, now we can hear Keither. Keither? Yeah, there's an F in there somewhere. I Am Legend. Kind of tricky. I would have thought maybe it came out a bit later than some of the other films here. But 2007, a film that was great for half of it, and then other people showed up, and terrible CGI showed up, and it became very terrible and forgettable. But not a terrible or forgettable movie at all. One of my favorite movies. This is what I'm wearing tonight, because I'm isolating, like Sam Bell here. I love Moon. We did a Moon-themed quiz. This is one of the best movies you could ever watch. If you've not seen it, please go watch it. Great film, directed by Duncan Jones. Ryan Reynolds is here. He's underground in a coffin for the whole movie on his phone in Buried, which came out in 2010. Pretty good movie. Doesn't really overstay its welcome. Keeps you clinging to it. Now here's one I'd never heard of before this, but it's a film called Wrecked with Adrian Brody, and he's in a car wreck and he's stuck in that car. He's injured. He's hurt. And will he get out? I don't know. Again, I've not seen it. Let us know if he gets out if you've seen this. And, of course, this one came out a couple years back. A bit of critical praise there. All Is Lost from 2013. It's really loud in my ears. I hope it's not as loud for you guys at home.
No, just tell...
And then, hey, it's the lockdown film quiz, so, of course, we'd have to put the film Lock in it from 2014. If you ever wanted to see Tom Hardy drive in a car for like an hour and a half. Having a bit of a breakdown. And we've already had one half of the power couple here tonight. Let's get Blake Lively, Mrs. Ryan Reynolds from The Shallows in 2016. So hopefully you guys got some of those. Sorry if you got the right answers and they're in the wrong order, but they had to be in the right order. So let's carry on, shall we? Oh, what did I do? Did I skip one? No, I didn't. I just reset one. Let's go on to round 6, which is going to be our other picture round, our panic buying round. Now, number 1, what are we seeing here? We got some donuts, we got a briefcase, we got a samurai sword, a little ball gag, some Pop-Tarts, a boxing glove, a watch that was probably in someone's ass for several years. What are we talking about? Pulp Fiction. Of course we're talking about Pulp Fiction. I don't think you can get any other film out of there, but I'll be pleased to see some answers if they're different. Number 2, okay, let's see. Some mac and cheese, that sounds tasty. A bit of pizza, Some paint cans, you could probably throw those over a stairwell, time to some string, knock out some people. BB gun, you could probably shoot some guys. A toboggan, that looks good for going down some stairs. A toothbrush, you probably want to buy that. And a tarantula, well, what are we talking about? Home Alone. Yeah, see, you see this round. You get this round. I like this round. I probably carry this one on. Maybe without the toilet paper. Number 3, we got a typewriter, a bowler cap, a snake. You probably don't want to keep that in your top drawer, though. A couple of pints of milk there hidden amongst the toilet paper. I don't know if you've noticed. And a cane, which may or may not have a knife in it. And a little phallic-y mask in the back. Of course, we are talking about Clockwork Orange. All right, let's go to number 4. You could play some catch. You could get the Holy Bible. I hear salvation lies within. Nice bucket of suds, you know, if you're tarring the roof of some place. Nice pair of shoes, but no one really notices a man's shoes. And a boat that you can maybe fix up down in Mexico. I hear Zihuataneo's nice. Anyway, Shawshank Redemption, isn't it? It is Shawshank Redemption. And finally, number 5, we got some old running shoes, an old football, a box of chocolates, a feather, an amputated leg. Maybe there's a second one back there. The Medal of Honor, some fried shrimp. You can obviously do shrimp loads of ways. Broil it, saute it, put it in stewed, shrimp gumbo, shrimp kebabs, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp fritters. You get the point. You know where I'm going with this. Another Tom Hanks movie, Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks came up a lot in this, which I'm happy about, because I like Tom Hanks. I don't believe the rumors that some of Filmageddon would lead you down to believing. Conspiracy theorist is what we know. Right, occupying ourselves. Everyone's favorite round. Let's check the answers to this, and of course, we got to go full screen for this one, don't we?
I mean, if you show me a piece of paper that says the government shouldn't do it, then I'll sign it. Put it to a vote, I'll vote for it. But what I won't do is play ball. And this non-college bullshit you're giving me, I've got 2 words for that.
Learn to fucking type. Because if you're expecting me to help out with the rent, you're in for a big fucking surprise. You just convinced me. Give me my dollar back.
Hey, leave the dollars there.
All right, ramblers, let's get rambling. Wait a minute. Who didn't throw in?
Well, maybe the owners are from Texas.
Remember the Alamo?
I beg your pardon?
He was just joking.
Joking?
I remember the Alamo. I saw it once in London, in Leicester Square.
She means in the cinema. That film with John Wayne.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Checkmate.
Right, with Lawrence Harvey, and everybody dies in it. Very bloody.
Bloody awful, if you ask me.
I'm not making myself clear. I don't give a fuck. Now, you both have several interviews tomorrow. I would think you'd be more focused on that and not building bunk beds.
So...
We can? No?
Yes. Yes,
Sweet.
you can make fun.
I knew it. Okay, you guys are not going to regret this. We're going to get so much more activities done. This is the funnest night ever!
This is so scary.
You have to do what I say, huh?
That's one of my mission parameters.
Prove it. Stand on one foot.
Yes! Cool. El Terminator.
You okay, kid?
Take a hike, Bozo.
So let's get out of here.
What?
Fuck you, you little dipshit.
Dipshit. Put your leg down. Did you call moi a dipshit?
You're right. There's no traces of lilac berries. That's so odd, though.
Alright, so she's suffering from meliotoxicity. Every 6 weeks. Let's see. Rats. Nada.
She's,
Every 6 weeks.
tenacious.
You have no idea.
You will remember to wash your hands before you eat anything.
Come on, get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided barrel of hay.
Now it's getting personal.
Yes, get up and teach him a lesson. Well, what's wrong with you teaching him?
Well, I hardly know him.
Well, I'll get you anyway, Pee-wee.
Shame on you.
What did you do that for? I didn't buy them.
No, but you tried to.
It's 11-1.
What about all the other evidence? What about all that stuff? The knife, the whole business.
Well, you said we could throw out all the other evidence.
Well, what do we do now?
You're alone.
I don't care whether I'm alone or not. It's my right.
It's your right.
I'm gonna go see Slacks. Don't you look at anyone. You look straight ahead or I'll fucking kill you.
He's so jealous. I mean, if I even look at anyone else, kill me. It's great.
Leave them. Tell them all to relax. Don't attract attention.
Hey, guys, I've been looking all over for you. Jimmy, Henry, how are you? Merry Christmas. Hey, listen, I need the money.
Maury, relax. Relax, okay?
Jimmy, I need the money.
Relax. Relax.
I'm relaxing. I need the money. I did what I had to do. I need the money.
Number one, step forward.
Hand me the keys, you fucking cocksucker.
Number two, step forward.
Give me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker motherfucker!
Knock it off. Get back. Number three, step forward.
Hand me the keys, you cocksucker.
In English, please.
Excuse me.
In English.
Hand me the fucking keys, you cocksucker. What the fuck?
He did? What else did he tell you?
What else matters? You're alive.
And that means you're the king.
King? Lady, have you got your lions crossed? King, your majesty, I gravel at your feet. Stop it. It's not gravel, it's grovel. And don't. He's not the king. Are you?
No.
Simba?
No, I'm not the king. Maybe I was gonna be, but that was a long time ago.
Let me get this straight. You're the king? And you never told us?
Look, I'm still the same guy.
But with power.
All right, wasn't that fun to relive for a second time tonight? One of our favorite rounds to put together, really. Probably not the best rounds to watch again, but you saw the answers there. Hope you got most of those. I think for the most part those were pretty easy, but then I think most of the things are pretty easy because I'm the one putting the quiz together, so I know all the answers. Anyway, let's see what the famous film quotes were. We'll go full screen for this again and see how close you guys got.
And we work in a business of tough competitors. I love you. You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello.
Seize the day, boy.
Although every single human in the stands or in the commentary boxes was at a complete loss for words, the man who in his life had uttered fewer words than any of them knew exactly what to say.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yes! 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 Oh! Oh, yes! 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 Oh! Yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Good decision. The fame thing isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
What is this?
A center for ants?
What? How can we be expected to teach children to learn how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Derek, it's just a
I don't want to hear your excuses! The center has to be at least 3 times bigger than this.
All right, well, you were there. You know what you said. Well, my compliment to you is the next morning, I started taking the pills.
I don't quite get how that's a compliment for me.
You make me want to be a better man.
I have a wife, a companion for life, who has shown me more courage than I ever knew. People all say that I've had a bad break. But today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
No, Groot. You can't. You'll die. Why are you doing this? Why?
We are
See that? We tricked you a bit with the we and not the I. Guys, we're just about done. We're going to wrap it up here in a second, but what I wanted to do first is just remind everybody, thanks again for joining us. And like the song says, things are going to get brighter out there, right? We're staying safe, stay inside, stay safe, all that stuff. And eventually we will be back in the cinemas with our friends, watching the films that we love. And hey, this is just a way to remember some of the better times in the past and that we're looking forward to in the future. So enjoy a nice little montage, and then after that we will officially wrap up tonight. Thanks again, everybody.
What are you doing? I'm distracting you, you big turd blossom.
Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Someday, put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday. things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right now. Right now. Oh, baby. Right now. And you just wait and see how things are gonna be. Right now. And you just wait and see how things are gonna be. Right now. You just wait and see.
Now, I only stole a bit of that from the Academy. Everyone will be happy to know. Guys, that is the film quiz. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in tonight. Yeah, we had our problems at the start. We wanted to do this on YouTube. Then we were going to do it 2 places. And then, for whatever reason, at the start of this, it decided to crap out in both for a bit. But hey, we started 20 minutes later, and it looks like we're finishing about 20 minutes later than I thought, so makes perfect sense. But thank you so much for sticking with us. I mean, we topped out at like 1,400 people watching this tonight. That's amazing for never having streamed before. You could probably tell. And we still kept 1,000, more than 1,000 of you for the answers as well, which is amazing. Now, in regards to seeing who won this thing, we were going to stream tomorrow, which sounds pretty funny, I know. So we were going to stream tomorrow to see who won. I think what's more likely is we're going to make a video. Judging by how many people there were here tonight, we're probably going to, it might take more than a day, but we'll try to get it up tomorrow. If not, we'll do it the day after. That will probably go to our YouTube, the YouTube channel that didn't want to play ball tonight. And we'll see who actually won this. I'm sure there were some cheaters out there, but for the most part, it looked like everybody was having fun, enjoying themselves in the chat. And again, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, I guess, thank you. Thanks for sticking around. We will do this again. We will do it better. That's what happens with these things. They improve. So hopefully a month's time, we'll let you guys know in another week or two. And again, thank you everybody for, following on Twitter, Instagram. If you've subscribed to Filmageddon's YouTube, even though we didn't do it there, thank you so much. I would suggest subscribing there if you haven't already, because more stuff will go up there and hopefully more videos and streaming will work there. And again, anybody who's bought us a coffee tonight, amazing. We're not expecting it. We put it there just to put it there, but thank you so much. Every little bit helps, and we want to keep improving the quiz and things like that. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your time tonight, guys. Stay safe, like we said, have fun. I hope everybody had fun out there with connecting with people. We'll improve this quiz. We'll be back in May. We'll do it again, all right? Till then, thank you. See ya on the internet, all that good stuff. I'm rambling. Goodbye.